What's going on? It's your homeboy Cable Line Network here. I'm chilling out, maxing out, doing my thing. Alright, guys. Now, I've actually gotten a few requests on doing topic videos, stuff that happened in my life and such like that, funny times that you guys would enjoy. I mean, hey, my pain is your pleasure. Lols. Okay, in this one, I think I'll talk about what happened when I got caught in school smoking weed, or getting caught in school smoking weed, I guess that is. Now, back in the day when I used to, I started when I was 17, stopped a couple years ago. Now, basically how all this works. Now, let me start off from the get-go. I met up with a few friends, we left out, smoked some green at the bus stop, laughing about security and everything. Now, I get the munchies so I could get something to eat. Now, when I was in high school, in my last period, there was a certain girl I had a crush on, so I actually wanted to see her before school ended, because, I wanted to kind of, break the ice, let her know what was going on and everything. Now, basically what happened was, I came back to get something to eat, I walked past my friends, letting them know, hey, I'm going to school. Now, them dudes did everything in their power to tell me how much of a dumb A I was and do not go back in school. Like, they told me with every ounce of their being, do not go back in school. So I went back in school anyway. When I went back in school, can you believe all of the security at that school was at the same door I came in? Can you believe that? All of them. Every single one. So as I walked through, one of the head guys, his name was Mr. Curtis. Hey, Mr. Curtis, you watching this video, man? You a punk, and I'll smack the dog breaks out of you. But anyway, now basically, this dude saw me, grabbed me, said, "Hey man, you look a little high. You been smoking?" Now you know how when you're in school and you get in trouble, the one thing everybody think is, man, I hope they forgot that I was in trouble and such like that as well. Now, basically, I got caught. They drug tested me. Now, the way they drug test you out of school is actually fairly simple. Basically, the nurse had me blow my breath into her face. I should have spit on her, but she had me blow my breath into her face, and she smelled my breath. Then she basically flashed a light in my eye and saw my pupils were all messed up. So I was basically caught. Now I'm thinking to myself, man, if my folks catch me, I don't have to worry about any type of Alcatraz or prison. I know that I'm going to be getting the lifetime of a beating when I got to the crib. And I don't mean with no belts. Belts are for weaklings. I got beat with fists, bricks, and everything else that could have been found when I was a kid. Now, basically, first thing I'm thinking of, hey, could y'all take me down to jail? That's the first thing I said to them. Hey, man, y'all take me down to jail, man, straight up. I'd rather deal with criminals like I've always dealt with being in Chicago. I'd rather have dealt with the normal people in Chicago than walked home and faced my mom's that I got caught smoking marijuana in school. Now, basically, a lot of parents probably wouldn't have tripped over this, but you gotta understand something. My grades in high school were utter terrible. Like, they were garbage. I had more F's on one report card than my whole class did on all of theirs combined. Like, I had a ton of them. Now I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Now, basically, when I went into the office, they called my moms and everything. My moms came right down to the store. I mean, not to the store, the school, looked at me. Man, the first thing, it was no words came out her mouth. She speaks with her fist. She smacked the dog breaks off of me. She smacked me against my head a few times. I'm thinking, like, where is the child abuse here? All these TOs, the principal looking around. I'm like, y'all are ignoring a child in danger. Help, help, help. I'm like, God, y'all are bogus. Now, basically, long story short, I only got about a day suspension. They found a weed baggie on me, but it was empty. They found a blunt color, but it was paraphernalia. And they confiscated both of those from me. So as I walk up to my locker, the first thing I'm thinking of is, dang, I'm an idiot. My dad called me, he's like, I know you're high right now, so you're probably not going to understand this, but it's going to get worse and worse for you. So I'm going to wait until, like, he literally waited until after I cooled down from being high. Like, my dad used to be like a heroin addict, cocaine addict, and such. So I guess my mom was kind of thinking I would go along that same path, but weed is not a gateway drug, because when I used to smoke it, man, I never in my life thought that, oh, I want to do meth or heroin. Actually, in actuality, a lot of the people that do those harder drugs do not like weed, don't even mess with weed. To be honest with you, you'd be surprised about that. A lot of meth, heroin, cocaine addicts, they'll tell you, oh, I don't mess with weed, it's not my thing. They like their specific drugs. There's no such thing as a gateway drug. There's really no such thing as that. But anyway, now basically, on my way home, I got smacked up on the side of the head. I constantly kept getting screamed at like, I don't believe you got caught smoking weed in school. What are you doing smoking weed in the first place? Blah 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 blah. I'm just sitting here like, man, I wish I could jump out this car right now. But if I jumped out, them fast reflexes my mama had probably would have grabbed me back in the car, smacked me, then had me drug up and down the road for the next way back to the house. Now guys, that was one of the most tragic events that ever happened to me in high school. Put in the comments, what is one of the most tragic events that ever happened in your high school life? I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Guys, my next video will actually talk about how I was smoking weed in the girls' bathroom with the girl. Alright, peace out y'all. Talk to you later.